What is up, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here. This is episode 226. Yeah, that's right, 226. And joining me today, I have Brian.
Yo.
I got Franny.
What's up, bitches?
And I got Alex, who might...
Technical difficulties, and I'm still trying to go through this shit. Hi!
Yay! Technical difficulties.
Yay, Friday.
Yay.
Yay.
Man. I know. Super fun times. So what's going on, Brian? How you been, man?
I've been good, you know. As I was saying, New York Comic Con was fun today. I was the only one there.
Yes. That's right.
I was the only one there. I mean, tickets were really easy to get. In fact, it was
super
free.
Easy. Yeah.
They were free, and like I walked in and I was the only one there.
Oh man.
Yeah, like
no lines.
There was no line, but the weird thing is too, no booths.
That's right, yeah.
Like I was in a legitimately empty Javits Center today.
Yeah.
No security,
no booths,
nothing.
Yeah.
No security at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like
nobody telling you couldn't bring in that knife.
Exactly. Like I walked in with like armed to the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And then
to
like
the teeth.
To the teeth. And I was able to go
You gotta say it with the Staten Island accent. I was
like,
armed to the teeth.
And I was and
I'm
it's
just
crazy.
seeing a lot of cleavage.
Like I was able to go to get to the main stage with no problem.
What?
Yeah.
No
That's
line.
Crazy. No
I'm
line.
surprised I didn't see
No
you there, Brian.
cheers.
I was at Comic-Con too today. Or was it last night? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It's all a blur, but I know I was there.
It was the mushroom.
I know Tenacious D made a graphic novel. And I was at a panel.
Nice.
The main panel.
So
yeah.
It's crazy
that
it's crazy that there was, you know, that because of this, there's no New York Comic Con, and there's Broadway's now closed until June of next year.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So hooray!
And we lost AMC, right? AMC.
No, the Regal.
Regal.
Oh, Regal. Okay.
All 500. All 500 plus theaters are gone.
Yeah, the Regals and the Cinemarks.
Yes. So
sad times.
Yeah, it is.
So
I missed
it's all good.
I missed the day where I didn't need a mask to go outside.
Well, you technically don't need one to go outside, but if you're around a lot more people,
you just need one to go into stores, into the.
There's a lot of people in New York City, so you need a mask just to step into your hallway.
Well, my favorite was it was the Sunday that I was moving, and like I didn't have one on, and neither did my friend who was helping me move. So like where we're like 7 feet apart from each other, plus we're moving
plus
stuff.
Furniture and everything, right?
Yeah. So, and we've seen each other prior, throughout all this, and this woman comes walking by and she stops, and she's masked up, gloves, and I look at her, my friend looks at her, and she's like, well, I need to get by, and none of you have a mask on. Immediately, I was having a day because I was moving all the shit, on our own versus like a moving company, and like I was having a day, and I immediately turned to her. I was like, "Calm down, Karen. Like, get moving." And like she's like, "Fuck you."
Oh my God.
That's great. That's great.
So yeah, it was like. And she looked the type too, so like immediately I was like, "Calm down, Karen," and it was like I finally get to use that.
Manager?
No, because this was outside work. This wasn't a working thing.
Either way, they just have to speak to your manager, no matter what.
Well, I mean, that'd be it. That'd be tough shit on her.
Imagine she asked to speak to your wife, and she was like, "Oh
Right?
my God, let me speak to your wife." Ah!
Well, I mean. There's a woman that's been trying to shop at my store that is basically a Karen, and like you don't have to wear I don't have to wear a mask because you have one on, and it's like I I can't wait to go back to work, which is at the end of the month, because when she comes in and tries to pull that, I get to tell her like, you need to wear a mask or you cannot shop in the store. And the second she goes, I need to speak to your manager, I'm going to be like, hi.
I am the manager, bitch.
So,
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That must be like such an empowering feeling.
Oh, it's
when
especially
you are the manager.
Especially when someone gives me a hard time about showing me their ID. That's always a fun one.
Yeah, like why are you getting mad about showing IDs when you know you're getting shit that would technically get you in trouble if you don't have an ID for it?
You're an adult. You've bought liquor so many times. Why do you always act shocked when they ask for your ID? They need to put it in the system now just to finish the transaction.
Well,
they're not even being polite. At least at my liquor store, in my supermarket, I asked them out of curiosity, and they were like, "Oh, we have to punch in the year so it can go through." And I'm like, "I knew it."
Well, I mean, my wife and I were at the store the other day buying groceries, and we bought some beer, and like the 17-year-old girl at Stop and Shop carded my wife.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like, and obviously no issues. Here you go. Here's an ID, and like, but yet these like they're not even underage. They're just like 21 and a half, 22, 23 years old. Those are the ones that always give the hard time.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like
because they always forget to bring their ID. I remember. I remember when that used to be a problem for me. I would leave the house without my wallet. It wasn't until
I could never understand that. I could never understand that because that's something that's like my parents always like stuffed into my fucking brain. They were like, always make sure you got your fucking wallet, your ID is your fucking wallet. I think it's mostly because they were afraid of getting like deported and shit. But like,
well, it's more of a thing where for me it was just in case, God forbid, I got like hurt or whatever. I have my ID with my But it's also, for a while, I don't know if it still is. It was a law that you can't be without an ID.
Yeah, it's true.
So and that's why, like, I always carry my wallet on me. It's just like
that's why I attach chain to my wallet, so it would always be in my pants. Whenever I take my pants off,
it's like the
there it is.
It's like the Austin Power thing. It's like the Austin Powers thing. Fucking chest, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Wallet and watch, yes.
Yeah. Yep. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Yeah, there you go. That's what.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's good, Brian. I'm glad you're enjoying your time in the Staten Islands and the almost Comic-Cons.
Yeah, but I've been really hooked on the Avengers for PS4.
Ah, yes, that's right. I forgot.
It's I could see where people like have its gripes.
Their gripes, yeah.
Yeah, but because when you're using a certain character, like I'm up to Black Widow, and she might actually be my favorite character in the game to use. But when I try to go to the next mission, it's saying that my power is too low, like power level. And now I have to go back and see what other missions are available to later build up and go back to her story arc. So it's tedious, but it's a lot of fun. It's it's
that's what kind of sucks about these games that have like superpowers and shit like that, and having a character that technically doesn't have any real fucking powers. You're like, she has no fucking powers. How do you expect her to fucking power up?
The voice cast is good. You got Nolan North as Iron Man, and you got Troy Baker. No, you got Troy Baker as Bruce Banner.
Nice.
Yeah, and right now I don't have Thor or Captain America because they're like it's the whole story. But because You're basically rebuilding the Avengers from scratch.
So they like broke up.
There was a big incident in San Francisco that leads into why they're not together anymore. But yeah, but it's a fun fighting game.
Nice.
Yeah, you know you're having a good time.
Is it like your tactical beat 'em up type game?
Yeah, like you know you're having a good time playing when like your wrist and your fingers start to hurt from like the buttons.
For the button mashing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like after a while, like not so Spider-Man, but like if you ever played like the Batman games, where like it's a lot of like countering and stuff, and it really like started to hurt the hand, like that.
Nice. Like that.
Yeah, but solid game. Kind of like a 4 out of 5 in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Especially PlayStation exclusive is getting Spider-Man. You're getting Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. They're gonna keep just adding to the roster for DLC.
Yeah, like they usually do.
Yeah, and it's supposed to. From what I heard, it's gonna be free DLC too.
Ooh, that's even better.
Yeah, because it's Square Enix.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in it. Yeah, and I haven't liked using Hulk in a game ever until this.
Why? Isn't Hulk like the best one to use because he just fucking destroys everything?
Well, yeah, but like the way they've had Hulk games in the past just really sucked.
Yeah, true.
Like, I don't know, I can just like tap a button and like he'll just grab part of the ground and just like launch it like unlimited times.
Nice.
That's always fun.
Nice. That's always good.
Yeah. But outside of that, that's pretty much what I got.
Sweet. Awesome. Friday, what's good, dude?
I'm going through Comic-Con withdrawal. So there's that.
Yeah. We're all sad. We're all sad because there's no fucking Comic-Con this year.
Yeah, I had to take the opportunity today to dress up. I just like had to. I needed it. I did try watching the YouTube Comic-Con panels yesterday while I was awake at 4 a.m. My insomnia is back, and I watched Tenacious D talk about their graphic novel, and I was like, these motherfuckers are like pop culture legends. Okay, they have their TV show, they have their band, they have their origin movie. Yeah. They have their records, and now they have a fucking graphic novel, which I think they were talking about it becoming like an animated series or movie or something.
Cool.
Yeah, because they were talking about, they debuted the graphic novel on was it Jimmy Kimmel, I think, or Jimmy Fallon. I was watching that YouTube clip where like, is it like kind of an audiobook? Like they played along to the book?
They really didn't talk about that. They talked about the book, and then they talked about music for it. But I thought they were talking like for a show or a movie or like a different, adaptation. Because it's not Comic-Con really, so I couldn't like ask a question.
So it's what is it? Tenacious D Saves the World?
No, it's Apocalypto, and it's the Kraken instead of the Kraken. It's the Kraken, and it's the cock.
They were talking about this on one of the late shows, on one of the Jimmys, and basically, they had this idea to write this book the second Trump got elected.
Yes.
And it was like Tenacious D needs to save the world. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And they mentioned something about how like, I never know whether they're being serious, right? They're just fucking around, because they were talking about like the artwork. They always liked Beavis and Butthead, and they felt that if they made their artwork for this graphic novel fancy or like cleaner, it wouldn't sell the same comedic energy that they were trying to display. So they went with a Beavis and Butthead abstract kind of art. And I just jizzed in my pants as I watched it and cried, because the whole time I was thinking I could have been sitting down very close to the main stage watching this and getting online and talking to Jack Black for the first time. You know, that's all I was thinking about was like, fuck, I'm not there.
I don't know if you're signed up for his YouTube channel, Jablinski Games.
Yeah, I watch his videos sometimes.
Did you see the one where it's just him cutting his beard and shaving his head?
Yes.
It's like 5 minutes of him just like going from long hair and a beard to like
he looked just
completely
like his dad though. At the end of it, it was really creepy.
Oh yeah,
really creepy. But now his beard is back and luscious with his gray little side streaks. He is such a lucky man. Even his beard grows in cool. He makes gray look awesome.
Right.
So besides that, let me see. I finished Schitt's Creek.
Okay, good.
The moment they announced that they were uploading the last season early, I jumped on it. I finished it in 2 days because I forced myself to be, paced while watching it. I cried.
It was a great ending. Megan and I actually just started rewatching it. From the beginning.
I love the fact that it impacts like real emotion, at least for me. And it's really hard for me to feel emotions. So I really loved it. The last 3 episodes, just like, really like I felt it. I felt it in my heart. There was some real great character arcs coming to complete growth. Moving forward, it was done so lovely that I was like, they deserved all those Globes.
Nice.
Like even though it was Dan Levy's first time ever writing, he definitely like nailed it and knew what he wanted and knew the message and knew he just knew what he wanted to create and he just fucking blew it out of the park.
You can see as the show went on how he made the characters progress. Like if you watch the first couple of episodes of season 1, the show's kind of all over the place, but it's still good. And then midway through season 1, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. And then you just keep going with it. It's kind of like what The Office had and Parks and Rec. Like it had that similar, well, they're over here, now they're over here. What's going on? Just keep up with it, see what happens.
Parks and Rec never really, like I watched them, I liked them, they were funny, but I didn't feel like impacted by their message. I didn't learn. I didn't. Like it was just a show. But I get what you mean by like the characters. You see them actually changing throughout the season.
There's definitely progression.
Character development, which totally gets me excited and turned on. I love that character building. I love the great storytelling and the great pacing of it because I have rewatched it twice, and what I noticed is that the second time in watching it, you actually it really doesn't come off like coming all over the place. It actually is still part of the character development, but it's done so well because what it is these rich, arrogant, completely what's the word? Absurd, because they were millionaires. So they were able to live these kind of like outrageous types of lives and had a certain way of living and thinking that did not fit with normal average people. And the first couple of episodes, they show that clunkiness. They show how completely detached and uncomfortable and how outlandish this family is now in this like small town.
Right.
And the second time watching it, you see them growing better. Like you actually see it.
You see the progression, right?
Yeah, more clearly. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, what is this? I just thought that it was going to be the rich making fun of the poor. honestly. And I really wasn't excited about it, but I was like, it's Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara. Let me just sit down and give this a chance. And I'm glad I did, because it was phenomenal. It really is. And I'm happy that he stopped the show, because I love the way it ended. And I feel like if it kept going, it would have lost all its essence.
Of course. And
I really hope he does not return to these characters unless he has something really amazing. And I trust him, but I don't know, money talks, but he is Canadian. So fingers crossed that he stays true to not bringing them back until he has something.
Yeah, like, you don't really need anything else from that show. Every character got the closure that it was needed.
Nice.
So
very good.
And it ended on a positive note. And during such a horrible time, it was very refreshing and hurt at the same time. It's like, oh my God, am I gonna get my happy ending? No, Comic-Con! Like it's been a very mixed bag of emotions for me.
Gotcha.
What else? Oh, I saw Scanners for the first time last night.
Very nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow. The practical effects on that are phenomenal and very haunting. Like, I had some really fucking weird dreams.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It was really great. What else? Let me see. That's all I can remember for right now.
Nice. Good job. Well, good. I'm glad you're back, Franny. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah. I lost my mind for a little bit. It's been kind of crazy.
Yay. Yay, losing your mind.
Franny doesn't want to be on the episodes that I'm on. That's why she...
That's fair.
No, I miss
makes
you.
Sense.
Oh!
It makes sense.
I just remembered something. I don't have it right now, but I'm going to get it soon because my friend ordered it for me because I won the bet about the coronavirus. I said that she was going to last all year. And I won. So I got, waiting for me in Coney Island, the giant fucking talking Deadpool head. And I can't wait to get it.
The Deadpool head that was released this year.
Yes. The box is like I can't even fit it in my screen. It's huge. It's huge. You showed me the box.
It has like 300 different sayings. Like it doesn't get old.
I know. I'm so excited. It actually came this week. That's what she said. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing when that
was only one, right? That was only one. Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm done.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah. I'm happy for you, Franny. Yeah. Alex, what's good, dude?
Just listening to all this is fantastic.
Nice. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying listening.
I'm glad to hear it now.
And I'm sorry, before Alex begins, Steve, you don't recognize the shirt that I'm wearing tonight?
Oh, yeah. I remember.
You remember
that day?
That was another event that we went to at the Javits. Oh,
yeah.
May
the
Javits rest in peace.
Yeah. So I prior to sitting down and gonna relax and then jump on the show, my daughter wasn't feeling well and she puked, and her eyes were bigger than her stomach.
Puke.
Yay! So covered in formula, and so I took a shower, and then like the first thing of clean laundry I saw, because we're washing everything from the move still, and this shirt was lying on top. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wear this tonight.
It only fits.
It still fits, actually. Speaking of, it's only fitting.
That's good.
But
but for Brian, it's not a muscle shirt, showing off his guns and stuff, You saw Brian or whatever for that quick second. Brian was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't need to take us to the gun show, Brian.
Gun show.
I miss the gym. Even though it's open, I don't trust it yet.
Me too.
Like, it's open.
I look like a very plumpy Harley. I don't like it.
Like, the gyms are open, but I don't trust the gyms yet.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, it's like I can wear a mask, but it's just like I'd rather.
They said it's very, very dangerous to be running in a mask, people.
I never really trusted it before. So.
Yeah,
but
anyway.
I miss the gym too. I miss being 30 pounds lighter.
Okay.
I can't say the same thing because I've never been 30 pounds lighter. I've always fluctuated around the same weight of fat and fat. So yeah, okay.
Nice.
It's no fun, Alex. It's no fun.
It's no fun.
It's actually plenty of fun.
No, I didn't say no. Steve
no,
knows
me fluctuating in weight is no fun. Like,
okay.
I can't stand
Especially like I live near a White Castle and I crave today.
Ooh.
Only thing about being back in Staten Island is the White Castle's really close.
That's always a good
It's kind of funny how you mentioned White Castle. The White Castle that was close to my area, whatever, was shut down because they had they had a 30-person brawl in the fucking store that ended outside in the streets in the middle of the night. So because of that or whatever, like nope, they decided to shut that quick, and then it became a retail store or whatever, one of those like tchotchke stores.
Goddamn Lincoln Hospital.
And honestly, and they also the one in the city by Madison Square Garden is gone. They knocked down the whole building.
So sad.
Very, very sad.
2020.
Okay, we're just talking about sad shit.
All right, fine. Let's bring it.
Because there's nothing left to talk about.
Oh no, there's plenty.
It's 2020.
Let's talk about. So yeah, I mean, like as everyone said before, I'm on that same boat of the whole Comic-Con withdrawal thing because it hit me hard yesterday, day one. Right?
Yeah,
when I woke up,
I saw your post.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, man, like with everything going on or whatever, this would have been something nice if they would have went through with it. But I understand why. No way.
Yeah, probably.
No,
it would have been a zombie apocalypse.
Fine. I got my overrusted barbed wire bat. I got my overrusted barbed wire bat in my room anyway. So if anything or whatever, and I named her Cynthia. So yeah, so Cynthia would have been like, "Oh, Cynthia, you finally get to come out after all these years. You ready?" And then in my mind, I hear her saying, "Yeah, baby, I'm ready." Like, good for you. That's good.
she's all rusty and shit. And like,
Yeah. I think she put on some weight too. Damn you, Rona.
Blue masks. You guys are all cosplaying as Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
I have the black mask or whatever. It's like, which ninja are you? Go fuck yourself. But to be honest with you, man, it's just like from the last time when I was, from back then till now, right? I've been watching a lot of different miscellaneous things. For nostalgia purposes or whatever, I watched like 2 different old school Muppet movies.
Nice.
So I watched, of course, what is it, Muppets Take Manhattan or whatever?
My favorite one.
Yeah, and I watched my favorite one, which Jennifer's never watched, which was The Great Muppet Caper.
That's a good one too.
Good one too.
What really gets me is how I forgot how much they broke the fourth wall in that movie, but it's just perfect how it plays out. And I don't know what it is, but Animal is just like the best in there, especially like when they're all going against the jewel thieves, which are mostly women, and him just hanging on one of the feet. Right, you can hear it random. Woman.
You mean the shit they can't get away with now?
I love Animal.
Yeah. Nah. Oh my God. Animal, whatever, would have to been in court or whatever. Mr. Animal, right? You inappropriately touched that woman by the legs or whatever. You didn't have a consent. What do you have to say? Woman.
Right?
Well, it's like
that was fun.
Do you remember the Robot Chicken about what the band he's in? Like
Dr. Teeth and the whatever.
And Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem, and like Animal like attacked somebody, and Animal had to be put down.
Well, he's dying.
And then the female lead singer, like when she's on Howard Stern, he's like, "Well, you gotta show us your tits," and she's like, "Fuck you, Howard, I'm dying."
No, but you gotta say it right. Fuck you, Howard. I'm dying. But yeah, but dude, I like, the whole thing is this. It's like, as a kid growing up or whatever, I've always loved the Muppets, and it was one of those things that when I got older, I said things like that would have been great, like, to work for the Henson Company, whatever, to create my own puppet and stuff like that.
Technically you can.
No, I know. You can go to the creature shop or whatever, or go to the Henson shop and make your own. But you get the starter set, you get the generic shit. Well, I'm talking about like maybe after the fact, go to Michael's and get some more stuff, and
Well, you could still do that now.
I don't got money like that, dude. I'm broke, man. Dude, the company that I work for, whatever. Yeah, I know. It's just slowly but surely. Like how I wanted to do that Lego Batmobile that I wanted to make from scratch.
Yeah.
Because I still want to do that. The only thing is though, it's just money's tied to the emerging butt cheeks right now. So it's hard, man. But yeah, it was that. It was I got to watch an Adam Sandler movie I have not watched, which was Sam. I think it was Sam Wexler. I think it's called something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it's that, but it's not.
Like last year or something like that.
Yeah, and it's really good. It really makes up for fucking like Jack and Jill.
Okay, makes up for Jack and Jill.
Yeah, because Jack and Jill or whatever, like as a big Adam Sandler fan, because I can see people with Medea be like, "Oh, you insult Medea, whatever, but you like Sandler." It's like, well, Sandler's actually funny. There's a difference. But
that movie sucked too.
Well, all the Medeas, I know.
No, yeah, I know. I'm talking about the fucking the other one, that fucking what's his face?
Jack and Jill was like, it hurt me so much. With the whole thing of, especially when you had Al Pacino trying to pretend that he was in love with the female Adam Sandler, and I thought it would have been hilarious if, like, let's say for example, I can hear Pacino now saying like, you want this movie to go forward, right? Yeah, yes, Mr. Pacino. Tell me how I can do that. Well, when you're just like a woman, I fuck you. I don't think I want to do that. Come on, I'll make the movie great. Oh.
I'll make that movie great, good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I can see right now that's the origin of hashtag Me Too.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, we got monetized now.
We're actually making money because of that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh wow. They're saying no, demonetized. There you go.
No. We got monetized. That's what.
Oh my god, that's how, like, because we went risque for a second. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. That's how it works.
So this is going back to the other thing now, that this is the first week back to work from when I took, when I had the 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
It hit me so hard the first 2 days that like how like when you're so used to a routine and your routine is thrown off, and then when you try to go back to your routine, it's just like life in general goes, no.
Slow the fuck down, motherfucker.
Yeah. So that was hard to like this week felt like the longest week ever. And it didn't help where I could have left at a decent time and clients kept coming in with last minute packages that have to go out. So I'm just like, can't you let a man live, man? But yeah, it's been crazy, like when it comes to like work, and then even more so now that they mentioned again, because I think I mentioned a few weeks back that we got teams were traded or whatever, like like they switched the teams up. So I heard wind somewhere that they're gonna do that again the next few months, that they're gonna switch teams again. I'm just like, come on. Yeah, so now we have Storm Shadow and fucking Snake Eyes fighting in the background.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Steve, you ultimately have the He-Man, so
Yeah.
I don't get that. I have the power. Mute.
Yeah, exactly. I have the power.
Well, deal with it because this is where the laundry is too, and I got clothes in the dryer.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
that's why we will continue to mute you for a little bit. Whenever
Yeah.
whenever you have something to say, you can just unmute yourself.
no, I'll just I'll just walk over
Hold
the
on a
program
second.
and start one of my own and do it better.
Rawr.
So
So yeah, I guess it's my turn. Or Alex, I don't know if you just disappeared, but yeah, I guess
he's like, I'm gonna mute
up to me
myself.
now, right? Yeah.
It's you, yeah.
So
Your turn. How
my
are
turn.
you?
So what I've been watching, I'm almost completely caught up with The Boys. I'm just missing the last episode that came out today. Then I'm like, I gotta watch it. But besides that, besides the fact that it's a fucking great fucking show, definitely fucking watch it. I also have been watching, and I've been fucking going crazy watching fucking Lovecraft Country.
I heard good things about that.
It's fucking fantastic. It's one of those shows that don't think about what the fuck is happening on the show. Don't worry about what's been going on. Don't know I went in knowing nothing about it. And I was like, all I heard was like, it's good. Watch it. I sat down and I watched it from the first episode. The first 5 minutes are absolutely bonkers insane. And it gets crazier as it goes. And I fucking love it. It's a great fucking show. Like, it's definitely worth to watch. It's probably one of the best shows that's come out this year. So, like, yeah, it's really fucking good. Perfectly good for this fucking time that we're in right now. And I'm really gonna fucking beat you to that fucking it's really getting to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking good. It's a really good fucking show. Like, the cast is great. The story is fucking insanely good.
What is the story?
It's slightly based on a book called Lovecraft Country again. But it takes place in the 50s, so it has to deal with a lot of the shit that's going on now, kind of like, the racial inequalities and stuff like that. But also, like, has a lot of sci-fi elements to it. So there's also, like, kind of, if you think about it, kind of shapeshifters in it, fucking demons coming out of the ground, bunch of fucking, like, random shit that you're like, holy shit, this is actually happening on the show. Time travel, shit going into space. It's just a bonkers banana show, and it is fucking awesome. It's done really well.
A lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot to take in. And there's also, like, ghosts in it, and fucking there's some moments that are really fucking sad, some moments that are funny, it's just like it just has, like, the whole spectrum of what you would want in a fucking show to be a good show. And it also deals with a lot of social things. So there's a lot of, like, gay rights and stuff like that, because of course it takes place in the 50s. So back then people were like, oh yeah, you F-word or whatever, and you bigot, and somewhat racist, somewhat gay. Some people hate each other, some people love each other.
Well, like, back then, if no one ever came out and said they were gay, they would, like, lose everything. They would get kicked out of town, and they would lose their job. Like,
Like, I like when Umbrella Academy did the whole race thing where Allison goes back in time to the 60s and she goes into a diner for help, and they're like, whites only, get out. And then it was her struggle of being a black woman in the 60s. And here you are in, the 2000s, and they're still going through the same struggle, but, like, for her to know what she knows about where the future is, to be backward in time and having to fight for black people to be able to sit down in a diner, and it shouldn't matter what color you are. And I like when shows dive deep into that, and so that's I really need to sit down and watch Lovecraft Country now.
Yeah, that show really dives deep into it, and actually dives into one thing in specific that actually does happen in the 50s that was like, what the fuck are these people doing? Why would they do that? I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's really fucking good. It's really good the way they did it, and it's definitely worth a watch.
Okay.
At this moment there are 2 episodes left, and I'm very sad that there are 2 episodes left.
I still need HBO Max.
It's definitely worth the fucking subscription, man.
And how much is it a month?
I don't fucking know.
I think it's like 15.
Yeah, something like that. It's not bad because you get like fucking all the DC shit.
Right. I was gonna say you got Titans, you got Harley Quinn, you got Doom Patrol.
Yeah, and all the HBO shit, all the fucking
rumors that I've been hearing about a revival of Swamp Thing.
They're gonna do season apparently. I think
they're airing the first season on the CW right now.
Okay.
So that's still up in the air.
I heard really good things. I didn't watch it, but I heard really good things about Swamp Thing.
I saw the first technically there's 2 episodes. It was very long. It was like when it first dropped, and I loved it. Yeah, it was really very horror oriented, and it's like hour because it was very long. I thought it was a movie, and my friend was like, "Oh no, this is the new Swamp." But it didn't pick up after that.
Yeah,
and now it's back. So I've heard rumors too that it's getting a lot of good feedback. So
there's something that we spoke about. Something that we spoke about when they first announced that they're gonna putting it on the CW is that they're trying to get more people to watch it because nobody really watched it because it was on the DC Universe app that nobody really had.
Right.
So they were like, okay, so since we need shows on the CW, let's just put this over there too, and see how that pans out. So being that they've only done 2 episodes so far on the CW, they're like, oh shit, there's actually people are actually enjoying this, so they might pick it up for another season over there. But
I really liked it. Very violent.
Yeah, and that's how it should be because that's what Swamp Thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Also, I forget if he spoke about this or if you guys did when I wasn't on, but with Supergirl being the final season coming up. So what I read is that she's still going to play Supergirl when they need her to be on a program.
Right.
So
I did also hear the possibilities of her actually winding up going into the future, which is the reason why she disappears.
Interesting.
Yes. But who knows?
Who knows?
We've got plenty of time.
We do.
Yeah. Another thing that I actually watched that is actually pretty cool that I actually watched before we started recording was Vampires versus the Bronx.
I heard about this.
That it's a fun little vampire movie on the Netflix, and I enjoyed it. It's really fucking cool. There's a lot of shit that's filmed in the Bronx. One of the places that's in it is actually pretty cool because I used to ride the bus around there all the fucking time. It's the old courthouse in the Bronx. It's the abandoned courthouse.
Oh, nice.
Is that the one that's around 3rd Avenue, whatever?
It's like going down to 161st.
Yeah.
That abandoned courthouse is the nest for the vampires. It's fucking dope. It's fucking cool. There's a lot of shit that goes on the show. It's really fucking cool. It brings back memories and shit. But it's definitely a cool show. It's definitely a cool show, a cool movie to watch. It's only about an hour and a half or so. It's not a crazy long time, but it's a pretty cool take on vampire lore in the hood. So it's so think about it as Attack the Block. It's Attack the Block with vampires. Did you guys watch Attack the Block?
No.
Okay.
No, isn't that a British film?
Yes, that was with.
Yeah, I haven't had someone download it for me, so I can watch it.
Yeah. Attack the Block is actually really damn good.
I've heard great things about it, but it's not for free on YouTube anywhere, and I haven't been able to see it. I've been wanting to see it, but I've heard about the vampires in the Bronx as well, and was curious about it because I enjoyed Vampire in Brooklyn. I actually thought that was
Vampire Brooklyn is dope. Yeah,
that was a great movie.
Yeah.
I always wanted a sequel because I had a really huge crush on that guy from a different world. And I don't know the actor's name, but he was the ghoul to Eddie Murphy.
Kadeem Hardison.
Oh, he's so hot.
All right. The only names I recognize on this in this cast: Method Man, obviously. Shea Wiggum. Okay. Shea Wiggum. He was on Boardwalk Empire for 5 seasons.
Yes, he's in it. Yeah, he's good.
And Zoe Saldana, of
Boardwalk
course.
Empire.
Zoe Saldana is a very, 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 very brief role. So don't expect a lot from her.
Okay.
Let's see. Chris Red from SNL.
Chris Red. Okay, yes. Now,
he's in it more than she is.
Got it.
But the thing is, like, a lot of the adult characters, because it's mostly following the teens throughout the entire thing.
Okay.
So a lot of the adult parts are, even though they are, a lot more known, you don't see them much because it's mostly like it's kind of like a coming of age type story in a way.
Okay.
With vampires.
Yeah.
I gotta check this out because I have this and the Hill House haunting of Blind Manor dropped today.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I thought it was actually gonna be a movie, but it's actually a whole series, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna watch it.
Did you watch Haunting of Hill House?
I did. I only remember literally the last episode.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stories.
Was that intense? I actually watched that in one entire day. I broke night into the next day to finish that series, and that's why I really don't remember it. But
I'll do it.
The beginning just like fucked.
Haunting as hell. I think it took me like 4 or 5 days because I watched it at work, and maybe 1 or 2 episodes at home. But I mean, first off, the cast was fantastic, but one of the best moments, and I was actually talking to my cousin about this yesterday, was, and there's the episode when they're in the funeral home, and it's all one continuous shot, where like as they're focusing on the actors, like these stagehands are literally like breaking shit down and putting people in, and it's amazing to see how wonderful that was done, and yeah, I mean, and the series was great. Like that could have been a one-off, and I would have been fine.
Yep.
You know? I was really surprised that they picked it up. So I'm excited. Actually, I didn't know that dropped today. So that's what I'm doing later.
It just happened to pop up on Screen Rant when I was checking out if there was anything new, geek related, and yeah, I'm intrigued because like it's most of the original cast, right?
Really?
Are they going for American Horror Story?
I think they are. I think they are, where they're playing different people. I'm not 100%. But I remember hearing originally. I remember hearing originally that there was going to be, some original cast members coming back.
Kind of like the whole American Horror Story thing.
Yeah, like what I want to call him Elliot from E.T. Henry Lewis.
Yeah.
And kudos to him for having like a career resurgence. You know, like, I hadn't really seen him in anything since E.T.
I don't think anybody has either.
He might have been in one more thing. I don't care, but
it doesn't really matter,
right? But and Carla Gugino, just spectacular in everything she's in. and I don't remember actors' names of other cast members.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, it had a stellar cast, Hill House. So like, it's cool to see them back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they're playing same or different roles, but that'll be cool to have them do like their version of Horror Story.
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
Right,
I'm
because
excited for it.
I find them a little more intense. I'm able to finish, and I was able to finish the whole first series that they did, the whole season. When it comes to American Horror Story, I wanted to. I wanted to love it so
See,
much.
you know
'cause
what
I
the
like
difference is?
horror things.
The
It
difference
always
is
gets me hooked like halfway, and then I'm like,
the difference between both of these things is the fact that this one, the haunted one or whatever, it's only like 10 episodes long.
Yeah.
As opposed to American Horror Story that has like 17, 18 episodes. So they draw out a story.
it's like Naruto. Way too many fillers. Can we trim it down, please?
Yeah. Like trim it down. Like instead of having like 18 billion characters, cut it down to like fucking 8.
And that's a lot of the things. I love American Horror Story. Like, I love that show.
I wanted to so bad.
Every season is better and better for the most part.
The last season that I watched was the election season.
Yeah, that was the last one for me too, because it was on Netflix. Cult. Like it focused.
I didn't see that one.
It focused on Trump winning the election, and like Evan Peters, as soon as Trump won, he put Cheetos in a blender, and then went like and painted his face orange and styled his hair like Trump. Mm-hmm. And then like he went into his sister's room, played by Billy Lord, and he was like, "Ah!"
It was funny. It's fucking funny, but it's a really good show. That season's actually really good. Yeah, like when that season first aired, it was 2017, and the first episode came on. It was right during all their shit with my dad and everything, and like I think it was like the next day or 2 days later. So it was really hard to get into that show. But then it dropped on Netflix about a year later, and I'm like, okay, let me put this on and see what this season is like. And I went through it, and I was like, this is bizarre. But it was one of the better seasons for sure. Yeah, it definitely was. So, Sam did some ranker shit. Yay, ranker. Yay. This is gonna be a fun one because, of course, talking about stuff, talking about movies in this one specifically, and we'll be talking about movies that will be turning 25 in 2020. So,
no idea.
So, the movies that are turning 25 or that came out in 1995 and that will be turning technically 25 this year. So, let's go with Brian. What would be your first? Huh?
I'm going to say Kids.
Ooh, Kids is a really good one. It's a really trippy fucking movie if you're like, ugh. But that one is not in the top 10. I've seen that movie a bazillion times, and it's a tough watch for a lot.
I've only seen it once, and I'm like, that's it.
Yeah, it's one of those one and dones for a lot of people. But Kids is that it's somewhere on the list, but it's not in the top 10.
Okay.
Alex, what would you like to give for the next choice for the top movies from 1995 that are turning 25 this year?
Dude, I don't even remember movies like by date. So that's my problem. Like you can tell me a date, like oh no.
Okay. So would you like to take a guess?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna start.
I was gonna say
throwing them out there.
95, huh?
Mm-hmm.
A Tarantino movie?
Could be anything from 1995.
Yeah, anything from 1995.
I'm saying I'm trying to think like a Tarantino movie that would come out around that time. I want to say Pulp Fiction, even though I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong on that one. That one did not come out in 95.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know dates, dude.
That's fine. Franny, what would you like?
Hackers?
Hackers is a really good movie.
Right?
That was a 90s movie, but that was not 95.
Okay.
So, Brian, you are on the right track with kids.
I'm not even close.
Yeah. What you got next?
All right. One of the best political movies I've ever watched, and Megan and I actually watched it the other night. The American President.
Oh, The American President. That was actually really good. And that one is not in the top 10 either.
Oh, come on.
But I know one of the movies that are on the top 10, I'm going to give a hint, is a movie that Franny has been talking about for a little bit. Also a movie that she's been making a puzzle from for a little bit. And a movie that's coming out with a reboot sometime soon. So, Alex, what would be your next guess?
All right, I'm thinking 95. You just said 95, right?
Yes.
Damn, because I know Clerks is older than that. I'm gonna have to. Mallrats?
What?
Mallrats?
Mallrats is on the list, but it is not in the top 10.
You got the year right.
Mallrats
is 95.
Mallrats is 95, but it's number 32.
No, because like I said, I had to give a guess because I know Clerks is like just made like 30 years already. So you know.
Yeah. No,
I'm trying to do math magics, dude.
You did good mathematics. Franny.
We were talking about Adam Sandler, so Billy Madison?
Yes.
The 90s movie.
Billy Madison is number 9.
Oh!
She's on the list.
Yes. Yes.
One.
Thank you, Alex, for talking about Adam Sandler earlier.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, what you got for the next one?
All right. You want to give us an Adam Sandler movie? I'm going to throw some more SNL alum at you. David Spade and Chris Farley in Tommy Boy.
Ooh,
I love that movie.
Tommy Boy is a great one. Unfortunately, it is not in the top 10. That's actually at number 15.
Oh, okay.
But you guys are getting the drift of this so far. So we're going to do two more rounds. Alex, what's yours?
Okay, I'm thinking since you said 90s or whatever, and we talk, I'm just saying you said 90s, and I'm trying to think of something we were talking about a while back, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. A Goofy movie.
Oh, a Goofy movie is a great one as well, and that one is on the list, but that is not in the top 10. It is actually number 20.
You know what really gets me? Like I said, I'm just trying to I'm thinking, dude, but I'm terrible with dates.
No, but you're getting close to it. You're getting close. You have them so far. You've said two things already. You said Mallrats and Goofy movie, and they both came out in 95. So you're on the right track. You're not like.
No, but I'm just I could have guessed wrong. I get let's say if I was
you can completely get it wrong.
Yeah, because I could have said something like
this is literally Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Without a gun.
Franny got it right.
Right. Wait, no. It's the other way around. You get it wrong, you get shot in the head. It's my turn?
Franny, yes, it's your turn.
Judge Dredd?
Ooh, Judge Dredd is really good.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Judge Dredd is really good. Unfortunately, it is not in the top 10. It is on the list. Going further down. It's deep in the list. It's deep. Kids is number 64, Brian. Kids is number 64.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Judge Dredd number 7 anyway.
Oh my god!
Isn't it like Brian's turn anyway now?
Yes, it is Brian's turn right now.
All right.
This is the last round. That's all.
Last round. Okay. So it's the last round. God, because I have. All right, I'm gonna throw you my favorite movie from that year.
Okay.
With a large cast, and it's still talked about to this day.
Okay.
Heat.
That is a great one. Unfortunately, that is not in the top 10.
Oh, I quit this show, man.
You will miss.
Brian, is this list garbage?
Garbage.
No, it's not just it's garbage. It's just like you have to know
with
dates. Yeah, you have to know dates.
You know what's helping me? I'm like channeling Blockbuster and thinking about all the times I rented a movie and like hoping it was the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Heat was 95, so.
Yeah, he was 95. Yeah,
All
right. And so was another movie that's on the list that I'll tell you in a minute. Alex, what you got?
Well, I'm thinking Disney or whatever, and if I'm correct, mid 90s wasn't like the premiere Toy Story.
Yes, it was, and that was number 1.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait,
hold on, I gotta write.
I quit the show.
Because I was just thinking that was the height, like when that was the big thing. I was like, I remember fucking like 90s. I want to say like I was thinking mid late, and I was just like, fuck it.
It's like I mean, like honestly, my next one was gonna be Empire Records.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think that was I didn't even see that in like the top 25.
Oh come on, so many.
Yeah.
So many
Empire
like,
Records. I was thinking that too, but
so many big names.
Actually, I'm going to say because you gave us a little hint. So, The Craft.
Oh, that's another good one, but no, that is not in the top 10.
That is a movie I've been bitching about that's having a remake. So I went with that.
But
I was also thinking Empire Records, so I still would have not gotten it right.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, can I get Franny's guess?
Okay, Brian. Well, Alex, what's Franny's guess, Brian? Alex.
Her real guess was because you mentioned the puzzle, Clueless.
Yeah, that was number 4.
Oh man, that was on my list too.
You said it.
I wasn't sure if it was 95.
I was also, and considering
I really thought it was like later in the 90s.
Like
maybe
I
because
thought
you saw
about
it
it
later
and I was
in
like, no, that wasn't in 95. It was like 97.
Okay. All right, so
I'm sorry. Considering 2020, my other guess would have been Jumanji, but okay.
And there we go. Jumanji's number 2.
God damn it!
Me and Brian failed ourselves.
All right, let's break these down. Let's break these down. Let's do I'm gonna do the top 20. How about that?
Okay, fair.
Okay,
fair.
Okay, let me do 21. 21 is Batman Forever. That's 21. 22, we have Goofy Movie. 19, Father of the Bride Part 2.
Ooh.
Number 18, Braveheart. Number 17, Then and Now. With Demi Moore,
that movie.
Demi Moore and Christina Ricci. Number 16, Babe.
Oh yeah, the pig.
15, yeah. Number 15, Tommy Boy. Number 14, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I love that movie.
Favorite fucking Die Hard movies.
Me too.
Number 13.
I love the first one.
Number 13, Major Pain.
Major Pain.
Yes.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that movie in ages.
Yeah.
That is a great story of child abuse. And
He beats the shit out of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Didn't he break his finger or something like that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Forget about the pain or whatever.
Right, number 12.
He went like this. I
Number
was
12.
gonna say he went like. Oh fuck it.
Right.
Number 12, we have Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Oh yeah.
I would have thought Pet Detective, but
Yeah, When Nature Calls. That's the first one.
no,
Second one.
No, that's the second one. That's the second one. My bad.
yeah.
Number 11, we have Dangerous Minds. Yeah.
The movie that made Coolio single career, career.
I saw that in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
And now here we go with the number 10, with the top 10. We have Bad Boys. Boom, number 10, Bad Boys. Number 9, Billy Madison. Number 8, 7. What's in the motherfucking box? Fucking 7.
What's in the box?
That was a great movie.
Number 7.
Don't open the box.
Yeah, number 7. We have Apollo 13.
Oh yeah.
Number 6, Pocahontas. Number 5, one of my favorite comedies of all time, Friday. Number 4, Clueless. Number 3, Casper. Number 2, Jumanji.
Casper, I was thinking Casper.
Number 2, Jumanji, and number 1, Toy Story.
It's kind of funny. Speaking of Casper, Speaking of Casper, remember that goes back to kids. Shh, sneak Casper.
Oh yeah, yes, the
Oh
other
my god. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. I gave Franny PTSD.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was dating an asshole who thought it'd be really, really sexy to whisper that in my ear in the middle of chorus. No.
Oh, thank you.
And now he's missing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I fed him to the tigers.
I mean, for the most part, that's a solid list. But
yeah, it's definitely a solid list. And another movie that you didn't mention that came out in '95, also, Brian. You mentioned Heat, but also Casino was on the list too.
that was '95. Holy shit!
Yeah, that was number 27.
Saw that in theaters as well.
Wow, for people that are terrible with dates.
Right?
Yeah. Another one that kind of fit into the times that we're in now is Outbreak.
yeah, it really is fitting right now.
Yeah,
No.
one of my favorite shit ass comic video game movies, fucking Mortal Kombat, came out in '95 as well.
Kombat. Oh,
Yeah.
did you hear about Rambo coming to the?
Yeah,
new
that's one of the.
That's on topic for later today.
Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun.
I didn't
Yeah,
read the email. My bad.
I remember seeing Mortal Kombat in theaters and like it sold out.
I saw it multiple times.
I only saw in theaters. I only saw it once, but I remember for Christmas that year, I wanted the soundtrack, but on like
That was
because I had a
so
walk
hard to
Did it?
because I had a Walkman back in the day. Remember those things? Because I'm old. I was 15. I'm the oldest one on the team right now.
At the very moment, yes.
Yeah, at the very moment.
On
But-
the show right now, yes.
Yeah, for tonight, it's the only. I'm the oldest.
Right, yeah.
I'm the grandpa. So.
How was it like writing stage choices, Brian?
Anyway, so like I remember getting the cassette tape of the soundtrack,
Wow, cassette tape.
and that's like the first. That cassette was the first time I've ever heard Fear Factory. Because
My favorite band ever.
side note, there's a whole bunch of legal trouble with them, and the
Dude,
frontman quit.
Burton C. Bell quit, and
Yeah, so
they got
they're
mad
done.
because they were in the midst of making the new album.
Yeah, so-
Apparently,
No, the new album is already done.
not saying, but Dino still wants to push it out there and everything like that. But then,
Yeah.
like to hear that, I was just like,
Fear Factory's over. I'm sorry, they're done.
2020, you really eat a dick now.
Yeah, his new project kind of sucks too. Anyway, so.
Yeah,
Dude, Extension of the Watcher. I listen. I try to give it a chance, and no. But what was it? The other band that he did. What was it? Geezer, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, so that one was okay, but it's not perfect.
But yeah,
Okay.
shit, I'm blanking on the track from Demanufacturer is on that album.
The whole thing.
No, I'm on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Wasn't it Zero Signal?
It might have been. But yeah, it's the first time I heard Fear Factory. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And you know, but you know, everybody wanted the soundtrack for Mortal Kombat.
The whole soundtrack.
They had 5 different. I think it was like 4 or 5 different remixes of that song.
They really did.
My friend was, you know, he's a DJ. He had that album. He let me copy it on tape. So I got one of those long ass tapes. I recorded all 5 songs on both sides, so I could never get tired of it. So,
in my opinion, the top 2 movie soundtrack like albums of all time was Mortal Kombat and The Crow.
What about Freddy vs. Jason? That's another great one too.
I had never listened to it, so I don't count it.
That's a really good one.
I go
Fake is a great soundtrack too.
My third one is Queen of the Damned. Terrible movie.
That's another one. That's another good one too. Yep.
I didn't listen to it.
Okay, so speaking of music.
Speaking of music.
Unfortunately, this week we lost a guitar legend.
Yeah.
This weekend, and Eddie Van Halen passed away of throat cancer, and it sucks because he's put out fucking great fucking musics forever, like since before we were fucking born.
Yeah.
He was the god of guitar.
Yeah.
A fucking legend at the guitar. Like so many good fucking songs he's put out, and he's just like.
They need to seriously put a statue of him somewhere. You know, like a monument and stuff, like they did for like John Legend in Central Park. He has his little John Lennon.
Yeah, John Lennon.
It would suck if they made it John. Yeah, it would suck if they made it John Lennon.
They really need.
And I can see a bunch of people like, you know, who the hell is that?
I was close.
It's just ordinary people. That's all.
Yeah. Side note to Van Halen, at my first ever Tremonti show in 2012, his bassist for that tour was Wolfie.
Oh, nice.
And like I got to talk to him for like 5 minutes or so while we were doing like the merch signing, because it was basically like buy a T-shirt or buy a CD, get an autograph. It's fine. So like, and they were even signing like the ticket stubs.
Sweet. Yeah,
the whole band was great. But like my brother and I actually talked to Wolf and we're like, dude, like you're a tremendous bassist. Like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I learned the set in like I don't know, 2 days. And I'm just like, all right, that kid is talent.
That's talent right there, dude.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure he was finger picking the whole thing, and like he was just great. And then after hearing about Eddie's death, like, you know, I immediately checked like Wolf's social media, and the kid is devastated because, you know, he's young. What is he, in his 20s? And it's just like, you know, knowing the pain of losing a dad. I mean, it changes your whole world. I mean, Alex and I know best.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, our dads were legends that are in their own way, you know. But
yeah, my dad never played MSG, but goddamn it, you know, it always felt like it.
But, my dad will school your ass in history.
He played Shay.
Yeah, he did. But you know, like going back and just thinking about Wolf Van Halen and like knowing that he's the son of this legend, and seeing that they got to play together multiple times, like live, I'm just like, holy shit. But yeah, losing Van Halen, man, fuck.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. It's one of the worst things ever. Like it's sad to see, you know, kind of like one of our legends, one of our kind of a hero for us that, you know, we're into this type of music. See them pass or whatever. It's just like shit. That kind of shows you that, you know, life isn't as how do you say? It's not permanent. Yeah, life is just, you know, something borrowed for a little while, and you just gotta fucking take it for what it is.
You make the best of what you got, dude.
I kind of thought, like, my message was, life really doesn't give a fuck what you want. It's going to do what it wants.
Yeah, basically.
Because we shouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Too soon. But life doesn't care what we want.
They really don't. So for the mid song for this week, I decided to go with one of my favorite Van Halen songs of all time, and that is "Hot for Teacher."
Mine too.
Such a good fucking song.
The intro alone.
Just the intro itself, just like the fucking drum to the fucking guitar, fucking great, with an amazing fucking guitar solo in the middle of it. So fucking good.
It made it look so easy.
It does. They made it look so fucking easy.
Like one of my favorite moments of Hot for Teacher was, you remember the show Yes Dear?
Yeah.
And what's his name? Like the brother-in-law with the hat. Like he was at like a show with like like an open, like a karaoke open mic thing, and instead of just like singing anything, he just like air guitared and drummed the entire opening of Hot for Teacher. And that's like forever ingrained in my head whenever I hear that song. But oh man, an amazing track from an amazing band.
Absolutely right. So for the mid song, here we go with Van Halen and Hot for Teacher. So we'll be right back. Yay! Ah, it's such a good fucking song. Such an amazing fucking song. I fucking love it.
Oh, so I wanted to go back when he was joking around saying that when it came to Major Payne, that I was just like, the reason why Major Payne or whatever took out Bam Bam was he was just like, you know, you had the main slot in WrestleMania or whatever, and you could take him LT out.
Pretty much.
But you know what's funny, how like when it came to wrestling, whatever, that was like the height of Bam Bam's career, that he made event, like he's one of the few people that can say that he made event to WrestleMania, and it wasn't even a title match.
It really wasn't. You're right.
Yeah. So, but and then what is it like, going back to that list? I'm telling you, dude, like it's a good list. It's just I wish I was better when it came to like dates and movies.
But it's fair. It's fair. We all can't remember the exact dates and shit for movies, and it happens. Like, you know, that's why I kind of like this list, because it was so, even though we knew exactly what year it was pretty random at the same time, because if you're not really like focusing on what movies came out at what time, you don't really know what's going on.
I think we did a really good job just in the 90s, you know, and trying to hone in on the 95. I actually just recently on my Instagram, every time I write a little mini review about a movie, I now drop the date. Yeah,
especially
I'm working on learning names and learning dates. Not easy.
It's not easy at all. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for the bonus round.
What's the bonus round? That we talked about? Oh.
You know, it makes me laugh that, like, this is how you know that Franny has horrid internet connection and she can't check her emails.
Yeah.
Or look at her phone messages.
I remember the phone message. It just took me a minute to remember. And then I said, oh, because that, like, required our birthday year. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just like, I can't participate in that because then they'll shout out my actual age.
Whatever.
And then that, yeah.
No,
like,
I have a plan. I have a plan for that actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's gonna go like horror movies that came out on her birthday.
She's gonna do the ones that came out in like 1999.
Actually, I was gonna come up with like movies that came out way later.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna mention
How
classics.
Dark Shadows came out the year I was born.
One of
It's
your
like a
favorite,
movie from like the 1960s, 70s.
well, one of your favorite movies, one of your favorite horror movies came out the the year I was born. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. What was it? We're gonna do this in the next
But
couple
every
days.
single movie you guys mentioned, I've seen all of them. That felt good.
Yeah.
That felt really good.
A few of them or whatever, I would have to backtrack and watch it again because I've seen them, years back. And when you watch,
there's only one of them. There's only one of them on my list that I've seen that I think I need to rewatch. But besides that, I'm pretty good with all of them.
Oh, talking about watching movies, I just remembered that I watched a movie today before we went on, but it was so bad, I forgot about it. I watched Leprechaun: The Beginnings.
Oh yeah.
Done by the WWF Corporation. Oh my God!
wait, that's not the one that was on Sci-Fi recently.
I don't
think
know.
so, yeah.
But
I think yeah.
HBO.
Is it the one where like the leprechaun is like more of a monster than anything else?
Yeah, he looks like a fucking troll. He looks like a bridge troll. One, okay. Two, it was just awful. Like, okay, the original Leprechaun is a pretty bad B-rated movie, but it's so bad it's good. It's fun, it's campy, it's gory. They got those one-line zingers for days, and you know what you're expecting going in. This tried to be
a little too hard.
Sorry, headphones.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna take away the fact that they had like 2 great deaths, which I'm gonna ruin for everybody. They took the asshole boyfriend who left his best friend and girlfriend on the floor, so the weird troll bridge monster can eat them, right? So at the end, when he gets caught, the troll, which is supposed to be a leprechaun but looks like a fucking troll with no clothes on, ew. Who wants to see that fucking naked? So gross. Rips his spine.
There's someone for everyone.
Oh yeah, he's spineless. How clever.
Yeah.
And then see, even my dog is offended by how awful that movie was. And then the best friend, who I assume was sleeping with the other boyfriend, because they kind of like hint at that, gets her face completely destroyed by both of her friends by accident because the so-called troll bridge leprechaun monster uses her as bait. So they thought she was him. And they smash her face in. And by the time they realize it's not her, they start crying and throwing up. Those are the only cool deaths. The rest was absolute garbage.
Okay.
Garbage!
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
She was talking about Leprechaun in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So my headphones died on me, and I'm wearing a different pair. And being that I moved, it was kind of like running downstairs, which I didn't have in the other apartment.
Yeah.
Yay, second floor.
Third.
Wow.
Yeah,
fancy. Ooh. You're a fancy man now, Brian. 3 floors.
Yeah. But yeah, like.
So yeah, that movie is awful. Don't waste your time watching it. Don't.
So my headphones died on me during Hot for Teacher. I'm like so mad.
Yeah, that's sad.
It's like
even sadder news on top of all that.
It was like right after that final like guitar and it's about to go into vocals. It was like, nope.
That is a really sad story. I unplugged my headphones so it could like.
It was like battery low.
Through my actual computer speakers.
So yeah. I got them charging right now. So
yay!
Outlets.
So It's time for some fucking geek shit.
Geek shit. Yay.
Geek shit. Yay.
More geek
So,
shit.
so the I guess the biggest thing that came out this fucking week is that Benedict Cumberbatch, that we know as Doctor Strange, is gonna be in Spider-Man 3. And that is fucking exciting.
Did you see the poster?
No.
No.
There's a poster that right now got leaked just before I got on. People are saying, "Oh no, it's fake." Some people are saying, "Oh no, it was leaked." It looks legit. It looks legit to me, and it is the Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man poster, and it's literally the back of Spider-Man, Peter Parker, walking down the yellow brick road, and the entire background is New York City, but it's green, like Emerald City kind of green, and in the corner is fucking Doctor Strange. And I was like, if this is real,
I'm sure that's a
that
fan
is
made,
what
but
it's about.
Yeah, that does sound like a complete like fan made thing.
like
It looks really good.
there was a recent fan made poster for Daredevil season 4 coming to Disney Plus.
Right,
like,
yeah. That looks really good too. And I'm like,
Yeah. I'm like, don't play with my heartstrings, damn it.
Yeah.
Especially with how Daredevil season 3 was like the best.
Mhm.
That ending still gets me.
Mhm.
Where he's like beats the. Oh, I'm not going to spoil it because
Yeah, don't spoil it,
Alex
don't
is
spoil
probably still like on Daredevil season 1.
But, yeah.
I haven't watched season 3 because I was actually too sad to say goodbye because I really love Daredevil.
It was honestly
So
Charlie
I
Cox's
stopped
best
at season
performance
2.
as Daredevil in that in season 3 alone. If you saw Eternal, not the Eternals, Defenders, like just seeing how Charlie Cox was slowly declining. Matt Murdock was slowly declining, and just seeing just still being so down, and I don't want to be alive in season 3 and everything, and just the whole conflict, and then seeing him just rise from the ashes in that season. I'm just like, bring on season 4. Canceled. I'm like, fuck you, Netflix.
Yeah.
Not like.
Well, it's still a sexy poster, and I'm still hoping it might be true.
So my thing is with Benedict Cumberbatch being confirmed as Strange in Spider-Man, and hearing granted it's from We Got This Covered, which is not always a reliable website. Seeing that there's talks about Andrew Garfield and Peter and Toby coming back as an Into the Spider-Verse live action, and they've been a little bit more right than wrong lately.
They did also confirm that we spoke about it last week about Electro being in it as well.
Yeah.
So it could possibly be a thing,
and it would be
nice. I might actually risk my life and go see that in a movie theater.
Well, we still have plenty of time for that to come out anyway. So
and by the end of 2020,
we might be in an apocalypse serious scenario by the time that comes out. So I might be risking going to the theater with the gas mask and
by the end of 2020, what is a movie theater?
Yeah.
A drive-in, drive-through.
Yeah.
No, drive-in. Yeah, drive-in.
Drive-ins are making a comeback.
Yeah. Alamo Draft House is like the only movie theater that's thriving because they're shooting it outside in their giant parking lots.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just need to find a boyfriend with a car. Because I refuse to drive.
That's fair. But this is awesome news. The fact that we get to see fucking also the fact that like the next fucking Doctor Strange movie is dealing with the multiverse.
It's supposed to be like horror themed. It's supposed to be like really like a psychological horror thriller.
Right. Yeah. But also the fact that like they're gonna be introducing technically bringing a multiverse into the the cinematic Spider-Man universe, not just the animated shit. it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be pretty cool. See if possibly they bring in fucking Miles Morales into this side of the Marvel shit too.
I mean, pretty cool. They already teased
One
Miles in the
spider at a
MCU
time.
with the first movie. Right? Donald Glover was Miles' uncle.
Yeah, exactly. So there's also rumors that the kid from fucking Stranger Things could be fucking Miles, which I wouldn't mind.
I mean, considering how he's grown up on that show and seeing him progress as an actor, and clearly he's a nerd because he's Stranger Things, but I would seeing him as Miles would be pretty fucking fantastic. You know, like
that'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of shit to get out of this. Like, I'm excited for it. I'm super fucking excited for it. I want to see what Marvel's gonna do, especially not only just that, but the fact that like the whole WandaVision thing is out now, coming soon.
Yeah, they only showed
a whole thing that's dealing with kind of like a multiverse, or not just a multiverse, but like altering realities and changing things from one thing to another, bringing things back. So that's another interesting thing, and seeing how that could all tie into everything else as well.
Yeah.
I hope they bring on good writers, okay? Because time traveling and manipulation can get a little tricky. Could unravel really quickly. So as much as I am excited, I'm a little nervous.
Get some of the comic book writers. Like, those dudes know what the fuck they're doing. Like,
that would be amazing. Even if they don't I don't know how writing a comic interweaves into like screenplay writing, but they should definitely do that. They should have the comic book writers on staff as like co-writers or something, to make sure that they
sometimes
don't
they
start
do.
fraying out and make a mess. So I'm really excited, and I hope they pull a Civil War kind of scenario where it's like, I thought they were gonna fuck it up and they did an amazing job. I hope they still have that creative juice flowing for this, it's very complicated.
Especially after the way that shit's been going down as of late. I wouldn't be surprised to be like, yeah, we got all our juices in this. We give you all the fucking all the backup into the system. Just put it all out there. Take it.
You want to do something good with time travel? Just maybe the MCU should reach out and talk to Stephen Moffat, as his Doctor Who's were the best. Just saying.
Yeah,
Kevin Feige.
That would be fucking fantastic.
Right?
I wouldn't mind that at all. That'd be really good. Something that also came out that's kind of interesting, doesn't necessarily have to, well, kind of does have to do with movie news, but it's more on a video game note. But Franny kind of touched on it a little while ago, with Sylvester Stallone actually playing the voice of Rambo in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, it's my bad. I don't read emails.
It's all good. It happens.
And I stalk Stallone on his Instagram. So
that's so weird.
Was really excited.
But okay.
Yeah, Franny.
What?
He wants to know my bones. Like 80.
Yeah.
Stallone says.
Hey, I got into Rocky and Rambo really late in life, okay? God. Don't judge.
Okay, last week doesn't count, okay?
Oh, well, better late than never. It's Franny. Thank you for your love.
Yeah, it's fair. It's okay. But yeah, it's fucking
excited about
cool.
that, because I am a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I mean,
and it's pretty
I'm
cool.
pretty good. I can whip your ass in an arcade.
What's pretty cool about it is that they're pretty much bringing up pretty much all the characters that we've pretty much seen from the 80s into the Mortal Kombat universe.
Oh, who else is
Well,
Who
they
else
got
did we ever-
RoboCop. RoboCop was in the last.
Yeah, he RoboCop,
DLC.
Terminator.
Mhm. Yeah, RoboCop was in the last one. Yeah.
I could have Rocky. Well, I know I could have Stallone fight Terminator.
And then there's still the rumors about fucking Ash being a part of it too.
I've given up on those. They used to get me so excited. They've punked me way too many times that I'm like, yeah, okay, show it.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I'm trying to remember.
Whip it
Was it
Mhm.
was it was
Not
Mortal
there.
it was Mortal Kombat it was Mortal Kombat whatever 10 or X whatever that had Leatherface, Alien.
Yeah. That was 10X.
Which
or
one had
whatever.
Freddy Krueger?
Mortal Kombat, the 2000 whatever the fuck, I'm trying to remember the year, but
That was the only one.
that was
never
technically Mortal Kombat. That was technically Mortal Kombat 9. When they did that, because what that story was they kind of like it had to do
The
with
one
time
before
travel.
they reset everything.
Yeah, so whatever originally happened or whatever, it really happened.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. I had like this fangirl moment where I was like, fuck them. I was tired of everybody just wiping out the slate and just like starting over.
Yeah, at one point after fucking 11 fucking games, yeah, it's about fucking time that you just reset everything and change everything into something.
Yeah,
new.
well, yeah.
The last
From what is it?
The last one
Go
I
ahead.
played was the one against DC.
Yeah.
I mean, the fighting mechanics in
that
the
one.
game wasn't bad. I love that free fall fight that they had in that. That was the one thing that I wish they would incorporate into another Mortal Kombat game. Or if they would
I
incorporate it
always
to
thought they
Injustice.
didn't do that. I feel like they didn't incorporate it because it was probably way too hard for them.
Yeah.
No,
Probably.
it's not in the sense of hard. It's just more in the sense of like I think like they just like we don't want to take anything from that game that like kind of like we're just like ooh, I don't think we should have done that.
We should
But,
have done
you know,
something else.
Yeah. What was it? That the bad guys had the fatalities and the good guys had the heroic brutality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they
I
all were
didn't-
tame
I
as
didn't like that.
fuck.
I was like, what is
Friendship.
it?
Yeah.
What made me laugh was what was it? Superman's heroic brutality was the equivalent of a Mortal Kombat 3 fatality or Mortal Kombat 2 with Jax when he hammers you down into the ground.
Something like that. It's been a
Yeah,
long
so
time.
it's like, so it makes me laugh. Just like, oh man, you really think about it like that? It's like, dude, you went backtracked on that. But then in the later Mortal Kombat, they took that same fatality and like grew, put it up the violence factor to 11, and it's just like we can do the same fatality. You explode.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your head gets smashed, and you just think scanners.
Mhm.
No, I get that reference. Yeah.
So, in some other shit, of course, we are fans of the DC universe, and especially now that it's going to be on fucking HBO Max. We got news that they're going to be working on a Green Lantern series for HBO Max.
Nice.
And that is awesome because not only just is it going to be a Green Lantern series, but they're going to be focusing on a lot more characters that we haven't seen before. So we're going to get Guy Gardner.
Mario's happy as fuck with that.
Yeah, Kilowog. We're going to have more of Kilowog. And also, like, they're going to be introducing some of the characters that have recently started coming out as fucking lanterns. Of course, we have Jessica Cruz, who is the first Hispanic, Green Lantern, and Simon Baz as well. And that's fucking dope because we haven't seen any of these people other than in just the
Ryan
comic book.
Reynolds. No, it's animated, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
It's animated, right?
No, live
Yeah,
action.
Oh, it's
No,
live
but-
action. Okay, so I was right. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, because I mean, like I know, like in one of the animations or whatever, I think they did introduce Jessica Cruz.
Did they? I don't remember in the animated series that they have for the Green Lantern.
No. I'm talking about like in one of the DC movies.
In one
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
DC movies.
Yeah, one of
Did
DC animated movies. I think they introduced Jessica Cruz.
Oh, the DC the recent ones.
I think like I said, because I think I remember seeing her.
It's recent. She's like semi-recent. Like I'm gonna say like the last 5 years or so.
Did a new DC drop and I didn't know about it?
Huh?
Did a new DC animated movie drop and I didn't know about it?
They've had a few.
In terms of like the Justice League or
they've had
Green
a couple.
Lantern? Because I've never heard of her. But I'm not a fan of Green Lantern. I really don't follow him.
This is all like,
she was actually in Justice League versus the Fatal Five.
Never seen that.
Animated, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was animated. Yeah, I never saw that one.
I never even heard of that one. That's sad.
Well,
I used to know.
I've always liked the whole concept of Green Lantern. I like the idea of like the power. That everything's based on will and imagination. Well, willpower and imagination.
Yeah.
So I love that fucking concept. And as an artist, it's just like, you think about it like, damn, how crazy would you go if you actually gave a ring to like the mind of an artist? Just
hell yeah.
Really funny. I did not get into it because I am not a fan of that shade of green.
Wow.
And it was everywhere.
Okay. She was introduced actually in 2014. So it was like a year off of what I was saying, but yeah, so 6 years ago. So she is fairly new. So she is very excited to see what they're gonna do with her and how they're gonna flesh her character out and flesh all of these other characters that we haven't seen before. Even though we've seen Kilowog in the Green Lantern movie, but it wasn't that great of a movie. So we're actually gonna get to see a lot more of just Kilowog himself and actually them building the core, because we only got just a single Green Lantern, even though we had the core there, but they all kind of sucked at the same time. But
that movie, we just went too quick.
Yeah,
like, like they try to rush everything. That was the problem.
And
then I think what was it?
And every time I tried to watch it 3 times, and just like Game of Thrones, I kept falling asleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just think that like the villain of Parallax was just like not the right villain for that.
Yeah,
like I think they should have probably the Manhunters? What it is? They should use that for a villain,
or just fucking turn Sinestro into fucking Sinestro from the fucking beginning.
Right. Yeah, just tease us with him as Sinestro and.
But remember the whole thing was based on. Bless you, Steve.
Thank you.
Oh, you sneezed. I thought you coughed. Bless you.
Yeah. No, he tried to cover the mic and he went.
Or nowadays we say COVID.
and then the response is no Ronies, please.
Keep your cooties away from us, Steve.
Yeah. So
Put your mask.
Calm down, Karen. Podcast.
Oh my God! I saw the funniest video on Instagram. Someone took their pet rabbit and made a little short video called "When Karens Turn Rabbit," and it's him. God. It's him with a fake little kitty supermarket, and his rabbit is eating all the green things, and goes crazy because he's like, "Where's your mask?" And the rabbit just goes insane and starts eating and terrorizing the tiny little supermarket.
Nice.
I was like, that is creative.
That is pretty creative. But something else that's pretty fucking creative that I thought actually it's creative, but it's kind of dumb at the same time. Also
creatively dumb.
Yeah.
I like that.
But of course, this is for children's. Coming from Warner Brothers as well. Is this series? It's going to be an animated series, but it's for the preschoolers, and it's Bat Wheels, and it's a preschool animated action adventure comedy series that will basically be talking about the Batmobile family. So it's going to be Bat Wheels. So we're going to have Batman, the Batmobile, BB, that's the Batgirl cycle. Red, that's going to be the Red Bird. Jet, that's going to be the Batwing, and Buff, that's going to be the Bat Truck. So that's going to be a whole series, a whole animated series for children.
On equipment.
Yeah, kind of like Cars. Remember Cars? That was a huge deal back in the day. So they're gonna be doing a Cars version of the Batmobile stuff.
Hmm.
So
that is
whatever.
awful. Oh my god.
Remember, this is
There's a lot of
Oh
different
my
type of cartoons based off of stuff like that.
Yeah,
like Bob the Builder. Remember, like Bob the Builder had that he talked to the equipment.
Yes,
the equipment had their own life.
yes, because that is Bob the Builder, his own little universe. You are literally taking Batman and so the Batmobile, is he gonna fight the Joker mobile?
He might.
Oh my god! No.
Oh my god!
I'd rather watch Batman Lego.
Remember.
This is meant for kids. It's not meant for you.
Remember, this is
It's not meant for you. It's meant for kids.
I know it's not meant for me, but I wouldn't even
not
like
your
to
demo.
watch that.
It's not your demo, Freddie. It'll be okay.
But I still can judge it because I have a niece, and I think she would look at that and go, "What?" Like I don't. Can't.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to watch it. I might not watch it either.
I'm not.
What are you watching is actually really good.
Saying, like that is just like honestly the most absurd thing I ever heard.
I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist.
Watch it be.
Thank you, Brian. Like, are you serious? Like, you remember? You never go full retard.
Yeah.
Why does it always go back to Simple Jack?
This is all I got. I would have loved to have been in that like board meeting of brainstorming.
Mm-hmm. That right?
I remember they even make fun of something like that in Batman Inferno, in the graphic novel. The guy on the radio was like, "Oh my god, everyone's obsessed with Batman. So what's next? Batman cars? Batman motorcycle? Bat son? Bat child? Bat everything?" Apparently,
well, they do have the Bat son and the Bat child. That is a thing.
Well, no, I was just quoting what they said in the thing where he started making fun of them, calling everything was about Batman.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's
everything
still
is
very, very weak and dumb concept. I just can't get behind that. I feel bad for them that was an actual idea. Like this is actually happening.
Yeah, it's actually happening.
Mind blowing.
Mm-hmm. It's a real thing. Yeah. And besides that, we also got some shit that I'm pretty excited for. We touched on it a couple weeks ago in saying that Resident Evil is getting a live action series coming to Netflix, and we got a look at the entire cast, and that's pretty fucking cool. I'm excited for it.
Me too. They've been talking about that for a while. I actually thought it would be out by like October, but
yeah, no, unfortunately, it's not out by October. It's gonna be out sometime next year, which kind of sucks, but it's cool.
But it's also taking it back to like the 90s.
Yeah, it's going back to the original.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the mansion.
Yes. So they're gonna have hold on. They're gonna actually finally be introducing Claire Redfield and Joe Valentine, Leon, Chris Redfield, Wesker. They had him in the so a couple of the movies recently, but they're gonna give them more of a fleshed out thing. Kennedy, Birkin, and it's a pretty dope cast so far. Like I like what they're doing with it. Especially this dude, fucking what's his face? That was in fucking the Arrowverse shit.
The way that he looks like he should be Wesker.
Yeah, he should be, but he's not. So dude, that's in.
Well, likely it'll be the dude to the left, right?
Yeah,
the far left. That's Wesker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neil McDonough.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that was in I think it was Arrow. Yeah, he's really good. So I like what they're doing with this. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah, because the guy on top or whatever, the top middle, right? He looked like he could, but he looks like older Chris Redfield from like Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, he does. He does. That's actually Stephen Amell's cousin or whatever, or brother or something.
Okay.
He played a couple seasons of the Justice, not the Justice League, but as what's his face, Starfire, I think it was, not Starfire. The fuck is this dude's name? Jesus Christ, forgot. My brain's not working right now.
Firestorm.
Yeah, Firestar. There you go. That's his word. That's his name. Yeah.
Okay.
He was pretty good in it too. So they eventually changed his character to somebody else, but it worked.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm excited for this. It's not gonna be for another couple years or whatever. But
yeah, is this the one that there were articles saying that they were gonna focus on like the true beginning, which was like 1998, 1999 or whatever?
Yeah.
Or not? Yeah. Okay.
And it's supposed to be 2 different stories in it, so it's gonna jump. I guess like past and future, past and future, past and future.
Yeah, well, the way like how, because remember, yeah, Resident Evil was the original that was in the mansion, and then 2 and 3 were like, you know, spoilers if you haven't played the games, they were coinciding games. The only difference was that, what was it? Resident Evil 3, the first half of the game was 24 hours before 2 and 24 hours after 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I love that idea that I was like, damn, we just missed him.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And then
I mean, like, much.
Yeah, you know, like I came here to look for my brother. Fuck, he just, you know, like, well, he wasn't here the whole time, whatever, but his partner was. He maybe could talk to her. But yeah,
maybe get some information out of this one.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, man. Like, you know, if they do it right, you know, it could be something good. Because I'm like the first movie, like it was way like they took the idea of Resident Evil and they're just like, well, we can make a Resident Evil movie, right? It's not. And
they just really exploded the idea.
And so, you know, it's not really Resident Evil. And then later on, then somebody decided like to make it more like Resident Evil. Because what was it? The second one was
Nemesis.
Yeah, I just saying no. What made me laugh though was like Nemesis was like 8 feet tall or whatever. He's like the same height as everybody else. Fuck this shit.
The best part of Nemesis
was a little
makeup
bigger
on Nemesis.
Yeah, that makeup was really fucking good.
He looked great, but like everything, it all stems down to the original Resident Evil movie. They actually ignored George Romero's script. The original Resident Evil movie was supposed to be George Romero, and it had a great script, and it got like denied. And then they went with whatever the hell that movie was.
Really? Dude, I still like the one scene that to this day I just find hilarious was the scene when they get stuck into the room with the lasers, and you know.
Yeah.
That's the one of the best scene.
That scene and the scene where Rodriguez turns into a zombie. That was so hot.
I still say my favorite line in that whole thing was fucking the Red Queen, the little girl. You're all gonna die down here.
Yeah, that's one of the most memorable lines.
I think it's the only 2 good things in that entire movie franchise.
And it was funny because that was a soundtrack. They used that intro and then they put the fucking My Play from Slipknot, but the censored version. Which is kind of like, you know, ooh, go fuck yourself. Oh.
The elevator scene was also okay. When the lady gets like cut in half, that was also pretty decent.
Yeah. And then tons of other places actually decided to do the whole elevator scene.
Oh, and Resident Evil was the introduction that we got to see Milla Jovovich's Frankennips.
Yeah, exactly.
When she had like, you know, like you see her nipples and like, what is it though?
Did Fifth Element come out before Resident Evil?
What happened?
Fifth Element came out before Resident Evil, right?
Yeah, but I don't think
I saw her nips in Resident Evil. You see her nips and
In
her
Resident Evil,
teeth.
yes. And then that like
No,
You see more than
Element.
nips in that movie, but yes.
Right,
yeah,
right.
you
That's
saw
the
you saw
first time
everything.
I
It was
saw
just like,
it.
I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
Okay. all
yeah,
right.
but like it made me laugh. It's like, wait, aren't those supposed to be on like Frankenstein's neck or whatever? Like, yeah.
Wow.
Hey
Yeah,
Milo,
she
what do you
looked
think about
sexier-
fire?
sexier in
Fire bad.
She did look nicer in tape than she did in that red silk dress.
Yeah, yeah. Even though I didn't mind either one.
The ending of the first one still gets me, like, the whole thing when she wakes up in the hospital and like, then when she goes out to the city, you see the whole city fucked up, Raccoon City. And I was just like, and you would have thought like, all right, like, like kind of like the idea of Resident Evil 2 and 3, right? But then when that movie came out, I was just like, not what I wanted or expected.
And it kept going and going and going.
What are like? They're like 5 or 6 of them at this point, right?
There was 6 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was like Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Cash Grab, Resident Evil Enough with This Shit, Resident Evil Are You Fucking Serious, and Resident Evil. All right, it's almost done. And then they came out of nowhere. Resident Evil's still big. Reboot. Fuck me.
I saw all. So I did see all of them except for maybe 6. The one with like the clones.
Is that Afterlife or whatever?
Yeah, like when like Colin Salmon was back as like they glued him back together with all the cubes.
They came out of nowhere like well they jangered him in the first one and decided like let's bring him back.
But like it got to the point where when she was shooting creatures with quarters. Or $50, she's like loading them up into like the start off.
That shit was fun, dude.
Because like she blew apart a creature from Resident Evil 5, the game. Well, like the big axe and like the pointy metal hood or whatever. And like she's like slow-moing underneath his legs with the shotgun going like this with the $50. I'm like, no. And then like, but the casting of Wentworth Miller as Chris Redfield I thought was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was fucking great in a shit movie.
Oh man, but going back to the dude that got beef stewed in the fucking in the first one in that laser hallway, that made me laugh because I remember when I first saw that I was like, oh shit, they made him into beef stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super fucking fun.
And they glued him back together, and he became Walter Steele in Arrow.
Yeah.
And that's why he had a stick up his ass the whole time because it was holding them together.
If the stick comes out or whatever, come like Jenga out of place again.
So, and maybe the reason why Walter Steele was not on some episodes, they wrote him as kidnapped, is because they had to put him back together again.
That makes sense. That makes tons of sense. Yeah.
And then during the after recordings and everything like that, they had to get like the putty and everything just to kind of give it a face like crack.
But they also had to keep him in the freezer though.
Yeah. Just so he can stay fresh like a Subway sandwich.
Yeah. And then some shit that we got that was actually pretty cool. Something we spoke about a few weeks ago, and that's Invincible. We finally got a teaser trailer for Invincible coming to Amazon Prime. It looks fucking great.
Question: the voice of the father, was that J.K. Simmons?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm good. I'm glad that I called it. I was just like, when I heard it, all I kept thinking of, we are farmers.
Bum ba bum 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 bum.
Fucking right.
Yeah. It looks fucking cool.
And I'm mad because he looks like J. Jonah Jameson in that fucking intro.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to say that he looks like JJ from the Spider-Man cartoon on Fox.
And the kid looks like the Bruce Wayne from fucking the Batman.
Yeah, exactly. It does. And it's fucking it's Glenn that plays him.
They
glued his head back together.
Yeah, basically.
With animation.
with animation.
With whole animation on top of it too. I like it. I'm excited for this.
You know, it's 6 years ago today I met Scott Snyder.
Also, you see your feeds and you just like, oh.
I'm like, because Mario tagged me in like every single Facebook post imaginable for NYCC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the Javits Center. It was so beautiful.
Before it became a temporary hospital.
But no, for real, Invincible looks really good.
It looks fucking great, dude. I'm super fucking excited for it. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with this. That I'm guessing it's gonna be out sometime next year. But I doubt they're gonna do that this year. This year's almost over, and plus they got a lot of shit coming out right now anyway. So.
Oh, going back to the whole Batman, Bat Cars thing, whatever the hell. There's a Nickelodeon show. Yeah, Bat Wheels. So there's a Nickelodeon show that's kind of similar to like, the whole idea, whatever. And it's a popular, I think, it's on Nickelodeon called Ricky Zoom or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and then I was just like, we also gotta bring up the originator of the idea of talking vehicles, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, that's right.
That was actually good and relevant. Not a Batman car fighting a Joker car. I'm sorry, that is like so dumb. Dumb.
Now I wonder, whatever. Are they gonna like? Is it gonna still be animated? Like you're gonna see the wheels like this, like
Oh my god! Like awful. That is so awful. That entire creative team should be fucking fired.
I'm telling you right now, you may think it's a bad idea, but if it makes a shitload of money and have all these kids there, I mean, like you don't have to watch it. So
okay.
So many action figures.
Yeah, you're gonna have all these kids with like, oh, that's a cool Batmobile. And you see it with
every single one of them are going to be dumb. Like I can't even fathom what a show like that. Oh my god, it's so dumb. It is so dumb.
And I'm mad. If you look at look at the bottom or whatever, the smile.
Yeah,
it's the Amazon logo.
Yo,
oh my god, this is like absolutely ridiculous.
Here, Franny, this one's for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am not drunk enough for this.
No.
This is like stiff.
No. Relax, children. Relax. Just cast Will Arnett as the voice, and we're okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, none of that. None of that is okay.
Cast Will Arnett, and we're good. No. The animation changed my mind. I'm all for this.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm all for this. I want all of these.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, the end song now for today is going to be that fucking song from the Lego Batman movie. Oh no, what was it? Or from fucking the Lego movie, whatever. The No Parents. the Batman track.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really sad that this is where children's cartoons have become. It's literally really ridiculous.
Children.
Turn off your brain.
Will Arnett and or try to get Kevin Conroy back, but have Mark Hamill as the Joker car.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Brian killed Franny.
Or Troy Baker.
You know what sucks? Since you killed Franny now, it's on video, dude. So there's proof right now. Like, Brian, I can try to defend you in court, but
oh my god.
Get
my mom said she's gonna have to call 911. Thank you,
Brian.
Thank you, fucking Batmobile cartoon.
Oh my god,
Brian. Get Will Arnett or get or whoever voiced Batman in the Batman Arkham prequel game.
You could get Dietrich Bader.
Dietrich Bader be fucking dope. Hell yeah.
Then if you get Dietrich Bader as Batman, you get Larry the Cable Guy as Joker.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love jokes and I get her done.
And he just throws in a laugh like, ha ha. Oh, better. You want to?
Oh wait, I
No,
was
no, 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 no,
I
no, no,
I
no,
better
no,
throw
no,
up
no.
again. And I think I'm
No,
running
no.
out of food.
If you want a good
Didn't eat
person
that
to
much
laugh
today.
as the Joker, cast Dennis Haskins. Mr. Building, because he has the perfect laugh. He'll just do the building laugh as the Joker, and there's your car.
Let's just hire Jared Leto.
No. You got
Embrace the Joker.
No, you
Mr.
don't want
Building.
to make it all
Mr. Building Joker.
The Joker car, and it can
No,
have a
no, no.
grill.
It'll
You know,
work out.
blanked
It'll work out.
Grill.
Zach Morris as Batman. Good night.
And then when he teams up, then the Robin motorcycle is played by Mario Lopez, and then they gotta go to the jail and have this dude Dustin Diamond record his voices.
Oh man, my heart is breaking. This is awful.
Oh my god, I just thought about it. So if we're gonna have Mr. Belding, as Joker, then we gotta have Berkeley as Harley Quinn.
She's gonna play. No, she's gonna play.
And she's so excited. She's so excited. She's so scared.
Yeah.
I think we killed Fran.
Oh my god.
And the new title for this is gonna be called "Saved by the Bat."
No, killed by the bat. That no one wanted,
bat.
no one asked for.
Instead of the school bell, right? Like for the intro, instead of the school bell, it's
like
the Batman like animated series.
Can't be real. Cannot be real.
No, instead of a school bell or whatever, instead of a school bell, it goes with that old school 1966 intro.
And like you get like the Saved by the Bell logo, but done Batman style, and it just goes.
Oh my god, is this handcuffs and like utility belt gonna be alive too?
Probably not.
Oh my
Anything's
god!
possible now.
Okay.
What if they go like, let's say for example, we have one for the kids. What about for the adults? And they have a sausage party style fucking back card.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. That's everything that's in the utility belt.
The bat suits rub up their bulging nipples and crotches on each other when no one's in the bat cave.
That was the Schumacher phase. We don't talk about that one.
No, if we're gonna embrace the cars, you need to embrace the nipples because this is fucking ridiculous.
It's kind of funny. It's like, no, they're called hubcaps. All right, relax.
Yeah, exactly.
And so back to Zach Morris as the Batmobile. Can he do some sort of timeout?
Probably. He does it with his suicide door.
Yes.
And then if they have him in the old fucking 1966 trap timeout.
And then years down the road, when the show's now
I'm ruining my makeup.
Funny or Die can do a Batmobile is trash thing. Like you know.
No, but you gotta say it right. Batmobile is trash.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good night, everybody.
Saved by the Bat. That's
Saved by the Bat. That's the title.
I'm a fucking mess. I'm a mess. I was crying. I'm a mess.
You love us.
Same Brian time. Same Brian channel.
Laughing hysterical in the kitchen on the concept alone. They're going to town and they're enjoying my pain.
But again, you got who? What car would be Elizabeth Berkley? What would she play?
Give her the Batgirl car. No, that would have to go to Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
But
I'm telling you.
Oh my god, and Poison Ivy's gonna be a car, and Penguin's gonna be a car, and they're all gonna be
Oh my god, the Poison Ivy.
No, Poison Ivy can't be a car. She can't be a car because it's not,
No, yes she can.
She's gonna be
electric.
She's gonna be a Prius.
Yeah, she's gonna be a Prius. It's gonna be the Poison Prius.
She's gonna be a Tesla.
And you know what's funny? If we're gonna go serious with this, if it's the Poison Prius, if it's not the Saved by the Bell cast, we can say that voice will be played by Janine Garofalo.
Oh my god, you're still talking about this nightmare.
Well, I'm mad that I'm getting into this. Like, this is fun. Thank you.
This is a wonderful nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so So if you want to go with Jeanine Garofalo, do you want to go with the rest of the cast of 90210?
Oh my god. Oh.
No, that was Jenny Garth. Sorry, but
Wow, that's hilarious. He's just like, whatever, fuck it. Just gonna come on over. Like, you really want to offend somebody? We can get. Even though she's a great comedic actress or whatever, a comedianess. Sarah Silverman will be playing Harley Quinn or fucking Catwoman.
The car.
Catwoman is the car, but really raunchy.
Actually, no.
Comic style of Sarah
No, but if it's Catwoman or whatever, it has to be a sleek cycle.
Yeah.
Now, where do we throw in Chelsea Handler in the mix for comedy?
She could be the Killer Croc fucking monster truck.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. So Saved by the Bat. I'm into this. Let's write some episodes.
Yeah, I can do it.
It'd be kind of funny if wait, hold on. We have to get this right now. Copyright InnerCityGeeks 2020. There. Word.
Yeah. But we just basically recycle plot points from Saved by the Bell and throw it into Batman.
Every single episode. Oh my god!
Like Batman has to.
Oh my god! Alfred has to be played out the dude that played Max.
Yes. But like we'll get the episode in where instead of Zach having to have Lisa sell all her clothes to pay back her credit card, Batman can help out Catwoman
with her oil change.
Yeah. Look at that. She's getting into it. It's so
that oil. Oh wait, it'd be like this, right? Dip that dipstick in that oil, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the right.
Look at that. Now it goes back to the whole sausage party. Fucking
and then we could do an episode where like the Batmobile, kind of.
The Batmobile has
to talk about for the love of God.
They could do better than what I was thinking. They could do a future episode, and we'll call it Batmobile Beyond, and it'd be the Friends Forever style, Saved by the Bell, the Batman years.
I love it.
Forever.
And good night,
dude. I was just thinking, dude, Brian, I got one for you. We're gonna have the holiday special where the Joker car steals Batman's wheel.
I like it. I like it.
And the Joker got away.
Exactly. The one time. And then he'll be like, well, why did you let him get away? Because it's Christmas.
Yeah. That's the best Christmas episode ever.
Do one with a handicap car. Let's see. If we go back and just think of all the times Zach Morris was trash. Like the time where the girl
that was on the wheelchair that he
they have to do a drug episode.
They could do a drug episode.
When Slater was doing like the steroids and shit.
How did I get my eye makeup on my chin? What's going on?
We could even do one where there was like the oil spill.
There you go. That was the oil spill.
Remember the Feel Good episode?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
AutoZone.
I'm into this. Like, let's get together and write this.
They never stop.
Okay. We need to finish this fucking episode.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We can continue on with bullshit like this.
We're just gonna I feel like we're just gonna all randomly text each other like plot points with the Batmobile in mind.
We're gonna come up with random episodes. We're gonna come up with random episodes, and then in a future issue, we're just gonna present out episodes that we came up with.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That should be a bonus round.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. Let's go.
Okay.
Steve, think about it. That should be a bonus round.
It could be.
The Batmobile who laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parking fall.
Franny died.
I've lost my mind.
Oh man.
And my makeup.
Battery death in the family.
Terrifying.
Oh my god.
Battery death in the family. Yeah.
This is what hides behind the bangs.
When she did that or whatever, like,
she was like this
when she did that, like for a second, like, you know, team no sleep.
The cord of windshield wipers.
They're everywhere.
What is going to be Poison Ivy's plans if she's a fucking car?
She's a
Prius, dude.
The Batmobile ran out of gas, so basically it went hush.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's an electric car?
Oh my god. And then the Christmas episode, whatever, is like, you know, we need antifreeze.
Oh my god, no.
We need like a,
it's never ending.
we need like a truck.
Mr. Freeze. Would it be an ice cream truck?
Yes.
No.
Or Zamboni?
I like
Is it
the
gonna be Battle Black? Remember that game, Alex?
I like the ice cream truck because he could basically have the jingle and everything.
Oh my god, the jingle.
Become that coolest car villain? Oh my god.
But like instead of like whatever you know, interesting thing on the top of the ice cream truck is that spins around, would be Nora.
Oh yeah.
She's also a car.
She's on a cone. It's still the glass, but it's on the cone. And then, you know, it's like a sad version of do 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 do.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
That's enough.
This train wreck is fantastic.
Yes. This is a fantastic. It was like I said, it was a wonderful nightmare.
Which will keep going on to torment Freddy.
Wonderful nightmare.
No, it's not.
Happy holidays.
All right, so go. All right, enough.
Okay.
All right, go to InnerCityGeeks.net. We have a whole bunch of shit. Sometimes, of course, we have this show. We have Brides of J Presents. We have Franny the fangirl with her stuff over there, which is popping with Franny the Film Snob. The InnerCityGeeks webcomic. Comics with a Water, Manga Time, Anime World. ICGPW Slamcast, Good Games, First Watch, InnerCityGeeks Turntable. So much fucking shit on InnerCityGeeks.net. I got fucking tissue shit in my fucking beard right now. But
yeah,
whatever.
Sneezing like 20 times during the episode.
I know. I had to fucking mute myself and fucking turn off my cameras and shit.
And when
Yeah, he hits on the cameras and you won't see him temporarily dying.
And when there's a two-door car with multicolored doors, it's Two-Face. Anyway.
I love it.
Now my question is this.
Okay. Now I'm done.
If it's Two-Face or whatever, since he used to be a part of the law, whatever, would it be like half police car, half lowrider?
Okay.
And just for shits and giggles, you know the voice that we played by? Exhibit, because he got Pimp His Ride.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And good night.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If you go to InnerCityGeeks.net, got a whole bunch of shit there. Then if you scroll to the bottom, we'll have a whole bunch of cool shit. You got Amazon. You can actually get a month of Amazon Prime before you go check out Invincible, or you could finish up fucking what's this called? Fucking The Boys, because it's just about over for the first season at least, or for the second season. Go catch up on the fucking Boys. Go do that. It's fucking good.
Fantastic series.
Yeah. Go do all that shit on there, on the InnerCityGeeks, all at the bottom. Then if you want to go get some CBD shit, go to CBDMD, because it's a cool place to get some cool CBD shit. You got gummies, you got tinctures, you got fucking so much shit. Go do that. It's fun. Then we also got Soul Sick Clothing Company, where you get some pretty cool shirts. So Go do that and type in InnerCityGeeks for 15% off. Then if you go to beardoctane.com, you get some beardly shits. If you type in ICG10 for 10% off your entire purchase. Yeah, so go do all that shit. And then you can listen to the show on SoundCloud, on Stitcher Radio, on Google Podcasts, on motherfucking Spotify. Those are pretty much all the places you can find. You can't find it anywhere else.
Motherfucking Spotify.
Yeah, motherfucking Spotify. Yeah, you can find them all. So find us all on there. You'll find us on the Facey Space, so faceyspace.com/InnerCityGeeks, on the Twitter at InnerCityGeeks, Instagram InnerCityGeeks, and where the fuck can we find you guys? Brian, we can find you, sir.
You can find me setting up the. I keep doing that. Setting up the office over here to kind of make it partially mine. You can find me messing around with my new thingies, which are going to be reviewed sometime this week. And yay, toys. Although I haven't said that in a while. It's been Bright Tuesday Presents.
Brian, I would love to be on your show and review.
Yeah, we'll set up a thing. I really enjoyed making you guys laugh tonight because I think we all needed a good laugh because we're feeling that whole like lack of New York Comic-Con thing, and I really wish
we're feeling how I look right now.
And I'll come up with more random like Batman villains and storylines done with Batmobiles and.
No.
All right, I really thought about it. The Penguin one has to be the ice cream truck, and the fucking because damn, it's a conflict. You have the Penguin, and then you have Mr. Freeze. So it's just like one has to be the ice cream truck, then one has to be the
look. In this one, Mr. Freeze is actually gonna be a Piragua guy. That's on the corner.
No, that should be the Penguin.
Yeah, but you remember it has to be vehicle. So how the hell are you gonna turn the Piragua?
And wait, well,
it has wheels.
You gotta
the wheels in this universe is alive.
Well,
the world has gone dumb.
It's simply this. It's when the internal clock on the Batmobile stops working, they call in a truck, and it's the Clock King.
Ooh. Yes.
But who's Alfred? I thought Alfred would be like.
He's a mechanic.
He's a Volkswagen Beetle.
He's the only human in that universe.
Exactly. He's the only one in the entire thing.
No. He won't be a person. He'll be a car. I'll come up with something good for him.
Be a Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh my god! I can't be adding to this dialogue.
He'll be like an old-fashioned Rolls Royce. No,
Alfred will be a
Bruce Wayne will be the old.
And the bumper has a mustache. The bumper, whatever, is made to look like a mustache, like a handlebar mustache or whatever.
This is what happens when you go full.
Maybe Alfred will be like a mechanic's truck.
Did you ring, Master?
You
Master Wayne.
Happy.
So anyway, you could find me sitting here trying to make these guys laugh and set stuff up and whatnot.
And you've been doing a good job at it too, sir.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. You can find me on social media at Bright2J Presents on Instagram, Bright2J on Instagram for just my personal stuff, Bright_2J on Twitter because they don't let you change that whole thing. Yeah, and of course you can go to the YouTube channel if you still think I'm good enough to review stuff. Bright2J Presents on YouTube, and thanks for hanging in there. I do plan on posting content. I was going to record tonight. We'll see how that goes. But I got some goodies coming up, and I'll see you guys when I see you. So comment, like, share, subscribe, follow these people. Come up with more Batman puns.
Yes.
Hashtag Batmobile puns. And remember, Batmobile is trash, and we're going to just go with it.
Batmobile is trash.
That made me feel good. That last part made me feel so good inside.
Franny, what's good, dude? Where can we find you, sir?
You can find me continuously diving into the pit of madness. But you could also find me
The Lazarus Pit of Madness.
Franny the fan.
The Lazarus Pit stop.
Franny _ the fangirl on Instagram. And I'm still on YouTube. I was actually going to continue recording tonight after this, but I don't know. I look a little bit terrifying. But you can find me on YouTube still at Friday the Fangirl. I plan on doing a whole like sweep and like revamp of everything, and you can find me also on here on It's Popping with Franny the Film Snob, which will be coming with content very soon. I may be in the pit of despair, but I'm still creating, so I'll be back soon.
Yay! Soon enough.
Yes, but I'll be back, bitches.
Word, yo.
So follow and subscribe.
Raja goes the chariot.
Stop! This is never ending.
But because he's so old, it's like a camel.
How? It's like the guide or whatever. Like like a. Oh my god, dude!
Does the camel talk?
No,
it's the chariot itself that talks.
Yeah, the camel's just the guide.
But like the chariot, what the part that talks is the bench inside.
Yeah.
Bruce, you should have never left.
Hello, detective. Hello, detective.
Hello, Detective Carr. Oh my god.
Unless if the chariot talks, it's Talia.
Yeah.
I mean, but that might be degrading. I don't know.
I'm crying myself to sleep at night again.
You'll be fine. Alex, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me in the Lazarus Pit stop.
I like it.
All right.
And I'm sorry, like Clayface could be any car possible.
Right?
Oh my god, no. Clayface has to be, those cars, the ones that
he can't even turn into a fucking bicycle.
No, Clayface has to be one of those cars that how you've seen those online that they change the colors every time when you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has to be like one of those cars.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm still thinking about the Killer Croc or whatever. It has to be like either a monster truck. No, Bane has to be a monster truck.
Bane will be a monster truck.
I'll break your axle, Batmobile.
Bane would be a boat.
How would they
I'm sorry. Croc would be a boat. Bane would be a monster truck.
No, Killer Croc has to be what are those boats that can go on the land and the sea? He'll be one of those.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're gonna go muffler to muffler and blow each other's mufflers.
Wow. Yeah.
Where the hell did it go from the kids show to sausage party?
Wow, this podcast is ongoing.
As the main characters.
Okay. Alex, where can we find you, Alex?
Yeah, this went dark. I love it. All right, so you can find me on Twitter at Deny, DINYED, and on Instagram at Deny, DIN_Y_ED.
Yeah.
Where can we find you, sir?
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitters and the Instagram at Mr. Jackal, MASTERJACKAL. And yeah, that's fucking it. No more puns, or unless you guys want to send us on the Instagrams and the twits. You can do that.
Come up with a Riddler one, guys. We could do this.
Yeah. Riddle me that. Yes.
Oh my god, he's like a one.
What kind of car would he be?
Bicycle? Like those clown bicycles with just one wheel? I don't know what they're
A
called.
Unicycle?
Oh my god.
No. Maybe, but I could also see him as like an old timey bicycle with a big wheel and a small wheel.
I could go with that too.
I got one for you. This one's gonna be hard. How would you play off fucking the ventriloquist and Mr. Scarface? I'm thinking about I'm thinking about the how would you do a ventriloquism, Mrs. Scarface? I thought about it. It would be a motorcycle with the thing on the side, and the thing on the side is only that tall.
Oh, the little side.
No. I got one better.
It's a sidecar.
I got one better. It would, since the ventriloquist doesn't talk and it's only a puppet, it's one of those like electric cars for like toddlers at Toys R Us or
Wow.
It's a Tonka truck.
Oh my God, no. Fuck that shit. It's going to be a regular car, and next to it all the time is a Power Wheels of the same car.
Yeah, Power Wheels, leading the way.
Hey,
Wow.
stop with your jump, dummy.
God, we went there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
We went there hard.
You just had to bring up.
So being that we went there,
You just had to bring up the
Let's get
fact
the
that they're
fuck
doing a Batmobile show.
I did.
I blame you, Steve. I blame you.
I know.
It's not your
Oh
fault.
my God. Steve,
You
he just
Pandora's
catch
box
you with.
of nightmares on wheels.
So
Steve, he just caught you with the full triumph. I blame you.
You killed Franny. Boom, done. And good night.
Yay, so exciting. So
Yay,
say
Steve,
goodbye.
the Floridian murder rap.
Say your goodbyes, everybody.
Goodbyes, everybody.
Until next time, folks.
Yes, and before we go, somebody that didn't die is AC/DC hasn't died yet. But with AC/DC not dying, they actually brought back Brian Johnson.
Yay!
Yeah, and it's fucking good. I was not expecting it to be as awesome as it is. And I'm excited for listening to new fucking AC/DC. I haven't heard them in a while, and then the fact that they're dropping some new shit, it's fucking exciting. Their newest song came out this week, and it's called "Shot in the Dark," and it's fucking good.
Please.
Isn't that an Ozzy song?
Huh?
Isn't that an Ozzy song?
It could be. It's just a generic title.
No, I know, but I was like, when I heard that, I was like, that's an Ozzy track.
It's also, isn't it like a fucking Bon Jovi song too? Or no, it's a line in a Bon Jovi song.
Very famous line.
Yeah, whatever. It's an ATD song like that.
It's a famous line like Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
Just remember, for those listening who have stuck with this whole show and loving our Batman puns, comment on the Instagram with the hashtag. Do we want to say the? What do we want to say, Steve?
Now I killed Franny.
Batmobile is trash.
We all got the rap. We all got the murder rap. There you go. Fuck this nonsense.
But is it going to be hashtag Batmobile is trash? Is it going to be the Batmobile who laughs?
The Batmobile who killed Franny.
Hashtag Franny died.
How about we do it? Hashtag Bat Wheels Kills.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like that.
Hashtag Bat Wheels Kill.
That's the name of this episode too.
Yeah. What is it? Hashtag Bat Wheels Kills.
Bat Wheels Kills.
Yeah,
that's the name of this episode too. Steve's taking notes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I am taking notes.
Yeah, Steve right now. Steve, I'm gonna pretend I'm Steve now. Whatever. Important words.
Yeah.
Steve, it has to be lower so like you actually do something like.
Basically. So yeah, like I was saying, Brian Johnson's back in AC/DC. It's fucking great. The song is fucking dope. So check it out. It's fucking awesome. And like I always say, don't be a dick, but always remember, the geeks shall fucking inherit the earth.